All rise. He's Mark Skol Jr.
And he's Jamal Spencer. Sports Court is in session.
Welcome to another edition of Sports Court. This week we're talking football and we're talking NFL. Now, Lions head coach Dan Campbell says his daughter is a volleyball player and she's playing in tournaments all throughout the state. He said she spent some time in Grand Rapids and he and his family loved it here. And the fans say they want the Campbell Lions to come to West Michigan for training camp, hold some practices on this side of the state. And he said he was considering it. So we're asking you, where would the Lions practice if they held training camp in West Michigan? Listen, there's a lot of places they can go. We've named some of our favorite high school football fields, Ackley Stadium, and we've talked about some of the ones that we really like. If you're gonna have the Lions come through though, I think it'd be awesome to have them right in the heart of Grand Rapids. Put them at Hausman Field. You know, you got the artificial turf there. You got a big crowd. You got a lot of bleachers. People can come watch. You got a grass field over on the side so players can do even more drills. I think it'd be really cool to have them in the heart of the city and have the Lions work out at Hausman Field.
Jamal, I think there's only one place where they can really go here in West Michigan, and that is GVSU at Lover Stadium. They've had Lions training camp there before. I feel like it makes the most sense. The field is big. There's a lot of parking there for fans at Hausman Field. They don't really have the parking to hold all the Lions fans that would be showing up to training camp. I think GVSU makes the most sense. They've got big Lover Stadium so fans can watch, and then they got an indoor facility too. And I would throw out there maybe Top Taggart Field just so Fair State's success can rub off on the Lions. I know how you feel about that.
Listen, we all love the Bulldogs, and we all love that Fair State football team and the run they've been on. Top Taggart Field ain't hosting the Lions. I'll say that right now. You raise a good point when you talk about Lover Stadium and the facilities. They have the indoor facilities, but I question, like you said, that parking, because don't you think the Lions are going to take up all of the space at GVSU and it'd be a nightmare to get in and out of?
I mean, what about Hausman Field? I can never park there just for a track meet. There's just not a lot of space in most places here. And I think moving training camp away from Allen Park, it's kind of like a college field. You're getting away. It's a good way to bond with the guys. And I know Dan Campbell really loves that type of mentality. So I think really anywhere, EGR, they hosted the Michigan football team for a practice last summer. But honestly, anywhere, they got to come. Please come to West Michigan Lions.
It'd be really awesome to have them. And I know some of the high schools will be thrilled to host them. When you think about some of the really big high schools in West Michigan, our Division I schools, some of those schools in the OK Red, maybe a Rockford, they certainly have the space out there, but you're right about parking. All of a sudden, who's going to be able to come watch? People will line up, they will walk to Rockford if they mean they get to watch the Lions in their own backyard. This is a nice problem to have. So you can talk about Rockford, you can talk about Hausman Field, you got Lover Stadium, a lot of good options. But what's your verdict? Jury at home, comment on Facebook, and next week we'll highlight our favorites.
Last week we asked if you think the Pistons overpaid for new head coach Monty Williams, and Ronnie was very sure in his response. He's worth every penny and more.
And you're worth it too, viewers at home, which is why we'll be back again next week. Until then, Sports Court is adjourned.